Welcome back to Hannity. North Korea continues to test the world's patience tonight. According to the AP, Kim Jong-un, he is calling for more ballistic missile launches into the Pacific Ocean. This coming just one day after the rogue regime in Pyongyang fired a rocket over Japan. In response, President Trump issued this stern warning earlier today, quote, threatening, destabilizing actions only increase the North Korean regime's isolation in the region and among all nations of the world. All options are on the table. Here now with reaction, Fox News contributor, former U.S. ambassador to the UN, John Bolton. This particular test was the second time they're shooting over an island of Japan. It seems to me we're getting very close to the line where they're going to push to the point where they may incinerate themselves.
Yeah, look, this launch is very, very serious. Obviously, a missile that could land east of Japan could land on Japan. And when a missile's on a launch pad and in its boost phase, you don't know what the target is. And so this is the kind of existential question that President Trump could be confronted with maybe next year when the North Koreans put a missile on the pad that we know could reach the United States with a nuclear warhead. What's he going to do? That's why, really, we have run out of time for diplomatic options with North Korea. Secretary Tillerson keeps talking about it. Honestly, it's a needless diversion. We have very few diplomatic plays left to make. And so I think we've got to get real serious about explaining to North Korea and demonstrating to them and to China that we're not going to let this capability survive.
But the choices, the options aren't good. I mean,
well, of course they're not good. We've had 25 years of failed policy, and obviously the risk we face if we have to take out North Korea's nuclear program, the risk is to the innocent civilian population of South Korea if Kim Jong-un retaliates against them. And I don't want to see anything bad happen to the civilians of South Korea. But here's something else. I don't want to see anything bad happen to the civilians of the United States either.
Well said, Ambassador, and I agree wholeheartedly with you. Do we know if we see a missile on a pad, and maybe one that we think could reach the continental United States or any part of the United States or Guam, do we know if that missile is loaded with anything?
No, we can only guess. You know, the North Koreans are very close to being able to switch from liquid fuel to solid fuel. That means time on the launch pad, preparation time, will be dramatically reduced. I thought it was significant in this launch over Japan. I have not heard, at least, that any missile defense capability of ours, of South Korea or Japan, tried to engage this missile. I think that may demonstrate to the North Koreans, unfortunately, just how weak America's national missile defense capabilities are after 8 years of savage Obama administration budget cuts. We're in a very difficult place. There's no doubt about it. This isn't something President Trump wanted. But let's not forget what North Korea can do today or tomorrow. By simply writing a check, Iran will have the capability to do the day after.
I don't disagree at all, but you agree with me, North Korea could be incinerated. They could launch missiles loaded into South Korea, Japan, or even China. We have about 10 seconds.
And they know that the answer would be the elimination of the leadership in much of that country. They need to be convinced of it now.
All right, we got to run. Thank you, Ambassador.